Hi, welcome friends and family. We are so excited to be coming with you with some big news for this fall. Tim, why don't you tell our congregation, friends, and family what's going on?
Yeah, beginning on September 13th, we're moving back to two services. A 9 a.m. more traditional service and an 11 a.m. More contemporary, modern type service. And the cool thing about it is we're not just going to have one service in one building at those times, but both buildings are going to be having services at 9 a.m. and at 11 a.m. We are going to be streaming each service into the building that normally isn't used. So we're going to have a Site A and a Site B. And the reason we're doing that is because we want to make people feel safe to gather to worship. We want to provide a perfect, best environment that we can to help people feel confident gathering together to worship God. And so this is one of the ways that we're doing that. And between the services, we're still going to sanitize and clean things and do our best just to create a great space for people to gather. We'll have what's called a Site A and a Site B, and that's only to distinguish between the buildings. And then the difference that you'll experience is going to be very minimal. We're going to have campus pastors and we're going to have greeters and volunteers like we normally would at each of the sites. And the only thing that will be streamed is the worship and the message itself. Other than that, you can expect a pretty similar service in each site. So I'm pretty excited about the opportunity as our college students begin to regather and people get back from vacation and making space for more families. I'm just really excited about what perhaps God might do in this.
Absolutely.
So,
I agree.
And then, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but I'm excited because there's some unique things going on for kids as we approach this time as well. So can you give us a little bit of what's going to be happening for kids? Because I have kids.
Yeah.
And I want to know.
Yeah, we want to take care of your kids. We have been racking our brains and working hard to figure out some fun, interactive elements for kids in this next phase. And so one exciting thing that's going on is on September 13th, our preteen ministry, which is for 4th, 5th, and 6th graders, is going to start meeting back in person at both the 9 o'clock and the 11 o'clock service. And so if you're in 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, you're going to get to come to service and you'll be dismissed sometime throughout the service to go to your classroom on a Sunday morning. And so for those of you who are 3rd grade and under, we're going to have these bins, and these look a little different than what you might have seen in the past, but these bins will be the same bins you get every single week at Welcome. And so you get to decorate them. You can see I started decorating mine. You get to decorate them. I do.
Can I get a bin?
No. Only kids. Only kids 3rd grade and under, but you get your own bin, and every week you'll have some fun things you can do in this bin, little interactive elements, a snack, all of that fun stuff. And so we're going to have this for kids that are coming 3rd grade and under. And then those of you who are still attending online, we have been thinking about you as well and praying for you. And so we have something we want to send to you that's going to equip you to have your own at-home bins for the next 13 weeks, starting on September 13th. So if you're attending online and you have kids that are interacting with the lesson and part of the worship service with us online, please make sure to get in contact with me, Jocelyn. You can email me at jocelyn@welcomewesleyan.com, and we will send you a packet to help equip you to worship at home.
Yeah, so the dates you got to remember are September 13th, and then we're having services at 9 a.m. and at 11 a.m. So the reason we're talking about this now is because we're getting prepared for something called Detours. You may have heard about it, but it's going to be a 6-week series beginning September 20th and taking us all the way through the end of October. And it's a study done by Dr. Tony Evans on the life of Joseph. Joseph we can relate with a lot right now because he encountered a lot of difficulties and hardships during his lifetime. But in all of those difficulties and hardships, God was preparing him for something even better. When I think about all the political and civil unrest that's going on in our culture right now, and I think about COVID and the different things that we're experiencing on a personal level that are maybe hard and difficult, I'm just reminded of the life of Joseph. And it was Joseph who said, I just read this the other day, he said, what you intended for evil in my life, speaking to his brothers who had mistreated him, he said, God used for good. And so coming out of this, I believe God is going to use his church to do some absolutely amazing things. I believe that God wants to do some absolutely amazing things in your life. And we're going to discover some of those things and how this is working in this series called Detours. Now again, this is beginning on September 20th, and not only are we going to have our services kind of structured around this theme, but also our connection groups are going to be meeting and watching a video and doing a study on the very same subject. So they're tied together. So if you want to get the most out of this series, I would invite you to be a part of one of our connection groups. You can join those by coming in person on a Sunday and signing up for the next several weeks, or you can visit welcomewesleyan.com/groups and let us know there that you want to be a part. But I would encourage you to come in this season and be a part of what God is doing in Oconee County, because I believe that He's doing amazing things. I'm super excited. Are you excited, Jocelyn?
Yes, I'm so excited. I can't wait for September 13th, and I hope you'll join us.
Absolutely. We'll see you then. Oh yeah, and we're going to have fun.
That's perfect. I like it.
And you can fade that out whenever you want.